All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about with posture is sitting at the computer and where your computer height should be, screen height should be, and also what you should be sitting on. So Zoe here is going to demonstrate nothing except be cute. So hi, Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Okay. So first thing, you may notice around Zoe here that I have several books under my computer screen. Okay. So the ideal is that your eye line is going to be somewhere mid-screen when you're sitting. A lot of times if your computer's down all the way on the desk or your screen is, you end up in this posture, looking forward, looking down, end up looking at the computer screen. So we want to be able to, again, all this posture muscle we've been working with you, pull you back, keep you upright, keep you in a good posture. So you may have to enlarge the font on your screen so that you're not leaning in. Okay? You should also make sure that your keyboard is elbow at 90-degree height, and ideally a little bit of a pad under the pads of your hand so that you can type. Now you'll notice that my keyboard is actually underneath the desk. I do this for two reasons. One, because the cats like to lay on the keyboards. Two, because if I had it up here, it's going to put more tension in my neck. Okay? So it serves a purpose here. So looking at your setup here. The other thing on your sitting is that you want to also pay attention to what you're sitting on. So a lot of times when you've been sitting long, you start to feel tension in your low back, your tailbone may hurt. So this is a representation of your sacrum. Okay, it is the bony part right back here. This is what you're sitting on a lot of the times. So if you're just sitting on a normal chair and you sit on it for long, you can kind of see, this is exaggeration with our little model here, that the coccyx is getting a lot of pressure and it's tucking under. So imagine in a real spine, it's going to go into that low back, that pressure is. So it's going to start to have an impact. You're going to end up tipping your pelvis one way or another. Okay? We want you to be as straight as possible. So sitting on something where your tailbone is free is going to be more helpful. That way you're not putting pressure on the spine from the tip and it goes all the way up. Your spine is free to move. So you've got your femurs coming into the hip sockets over here. They are supporting the weight of the body. The pelvis is resting on the femurs, and your tailbone is not getting any pressure. Okay, so once you've got all that, so I've got my tailbone off my gray pad. I've got another one under me here. I've got my posture tall. Other thing you can do is if you look at my feet, I've got 1 foot up, 1 foot down. Okay, again, that helps me neutralize my pelvis. If I was just sitting flat-footed, I'm actually going to tip forward, especially with this pad under me. 1 foot up neutralizes the pelvis. And now because the feet are asymmetrical, the body's going to be a little bit more inclined to stay neutral. Okay? And that should be your setup for your computer.